on that Monday. Today is actually World Radio Day.
Yes.
We are operators in the world's oldest and most traditional form of media, and still is the most popular form of media in the world today. That's radio. So happy World Radio Day now properly, this 13th of February. And the spaces in which we operate in are hallowed spaces to be used for positive impact. Unfortunately, we have seen radio, as well as it being the oldest form, we've also seen it as the most used medium for negative impact that led to chaos. And we hope that those spaces are never sullied by stuff like that anymore.
Was experienced in Kenya back in 2007. So
experienced in Rwanda, experienced in Eastern Europe, also in parts of, and everywhere. It's always been used as a propaganda tool. Our hope is that it can be used for a tool into the future for positivity, positive impact, and also for change making. So happy World Radio Day to everybody, and that we continue to work in the spaces that we are in and hope that it will move. I think that move the needle has been my new phrase over the last couple of weeks. Let's move the needle and let's move it forward, actually.
Yeah.
So good morning, everybody, and Karibu Sana. This is the Situation Room on this World Radio Day. No is here. Me. And Dennis Tola Seto is also here.
Yes, me, Honorable Me is here.
Sasa unajaribu kutisha watu, people who want to know where you get your sweaters and coats. Tafadhali. Yeah, they're also wondering. But it's okay.
Really.
All right. We're going to have a couple of conversations, not a couple, but 3 of conversations this morning. Let me let you know what those will be. We'll start our conversation, of course, it being Friday. Our Healthy Friday conversation today is around mental health in children, prioritizing it. There are too many stories that we've heard about when a child has actually said something and you don't realize that they're actually dealing with a mental health issue, or they're dealing with something that is not going to be sorted out by go and drink water or go take a nap. It's a lot more than that. And so what are the triggers? What are the indicators? We'll be looking at that this morning with Sophie Morioki, who is a clinical psychologist at the Amani Counseling Center, we don't realize, as adults, you don't realize just how much stress you can actually bear. What it does to the mind of a child is absolutely different. I say, you're a child, what kind of stress do you have?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out a little bit more about this morning, and perhaps what we can do to make sure that children in our spaces are actually cared for in terms of their mental health. That will be followed by a conversation at 8 o'clock as we look into politics, the week in review from a youth perspective. Kamau Wambiu is the chair of the National Youth Caucus, and Angel Bothia is the National Youth Chairperson of the Jubilee Party. We're going to be looking at, from that perspective, in terms of what young leadership looks like, what does this week look like, and how should you then be handling it? So they'll both join us at 8. And then we'll end our conversation this morning and for this week on this World Radio Day with some of the voices that inspired change. Farid Diamond Kimani, you heard him on your airways for a very long time. He'll join us in the company of Kaleche Mumo, somebody that you also heard on the airways for a very long time. And we'll be looking at the impact that radio has had, the impact that it is having, and the impact that it should have into the future. And so we'll have a conversation with those voices at 9. That's what it looks like this morning. Thank you for joining us already. As you do, our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X. We'll talk to you and say good morning in just a little bit. And those who are listening, as you get about your business, we know that there's a lot of people leaving the city this morning. As a lot of folks actually, I didn't realize just how many people get out of Nairobi over the weekend. So as you go, may you go safely. But then as you tune into this conversation, let's do it together. Our audience also on KTN this morning, thank you for joining us. Let's make it a full house as we get into the conversations and get into the weekend. I know that there's something that's doing people today. You're wondering, tomorrow morning, will I get up and get flour? Will I give flour? Will I get jewelry? Will I give jewelry? Are you going to buy the proverbial socks? Will I get chocolate? All those kind of things. Everybody should just be coming down. You should love today, yesterday, and tomorrow.
And forevermore.
And forevermore. Yeah. So just take it easy and calm down. Everything is going to be what? It's going to be all right. Before we take a look into saying good morning to you, where are we ending up today?
Yes, we're still in Burundi. Our final proverb coming from Burundi. But the entire week, the proverbs from Burundi have had themes, yeah? So we've looked at unity and reconciliation, resilience through hardship, collective responsibility, hope and forward movement, respect for humanity. And the proverb that will culminate the week would be, when families share, the nation progresses.
When families share,
the nation progresses.
Oh, you're waiting for me?
Yes.
Abi, you wanted to go ahead.
How would you interpret it?
I don't know. I want to think of family as whole,
yeah.
Unified. Mm-hmm. And so if you have a whole unit, so we start with the man, and not man in this case being gender, but man, person, human, one as a unit of society coming together into the nucleus, which is the family. Mm-hmm. Families make up communities, communities make up societies, societies then make up nations. And if that coming together is unified, that leads towards the building of a nation. So you can't, I guess it's the same thing like in a marriage or, you know, in a team, that you can't come half-baked. You come whole.
You come whole. And
you add to that. It contributes to building. Like, you're going to use bricks to build a building. You can't use half a brick and put it on the foundation. It's got to be complete. Yeah. You can't use half of the pipes. You can't use half of the wiring. You have to come complete, and that's what you put together to the full picture.
Yes.
That's how I would see it.
So I would look at it in terms of solidarity and the foundation that then is built out of that. So one example that I would give is you look at when a country decides to speak in one voice, where the country says from henceforth corruption ceases to be part and parcel of a day-to-day activity. As a family, you come together and you share in that collective responsibility. What that does is you find that the public coffers gets to have more, and more of that then goes into ensuring that services are delivered and that you get that which you deserve. So speaking together, working together, having a strong foundation, and the rest fall in place.
That's true.
Yep.
Okay. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Are you okay?
Niko fiti.
Uko sawa?
Kabisa.
Okay, I'm just taking a minute to confirm that you're fine.
I am niko fiti.
Okay, sawa. Let's say good morning to everybody. I have to confirm.
We are quiet today.
Yeah. I noticed such things. You're quiet.
Niko sawa.
And if you don't be okay, I'll beat you.
No, it's just the little things, you know. But yeah, niko fiti.
Do I need to call Evelyn?
Nah.
What?
Evelyn ako sawa.
Evelyn, she's ready.
Everything is fine.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
Sawa. All right. Let's say good morning to you today as you're tuned in. And even those of you who are listening silently, we greet you specially. Thank you for tuning in to the Situation Room this morning. And we know that some of you are trotting off to bed. Some of you are just waking up, but you decided to clock in here this morning, and we're very grateful for that. Peter Chiari is tuning from Mombasa this morning and says, stop checking your readiness, demonstrate it. Capability reveals itself through execution and not anticipation. It's like those people who want to go, then they're just trying to step on the gas.
I know.
Trying to step on the gas, revving the, come and be going now.
Yes.
I agree. Peter, good morning. George Ademo says, good morning from Rongo. And Robert Mbok is tuning from Mombasa as well. Guto Ogembo says, good morning, Team Spice. And Don Sabo, Ndu, how are you? I'm fine. I said to the tall.
Yes,
okay.
My name. Good morning to you, to Don Sabwa.
Who is a crybaby between Sifuna and Oburu Neck?
Well, nobody's really crying. Everybody's just trying to have their say. You know what I mean? Yeah. One is just saying you are indisciplined. The other one says, okay, even if I'm indisciplined, you never took me through the right processes and procedures within the party, which is the law. So because you failed to do that, I'm sorry, but I still remain being what? The SG.
This gasket has been blown, I'm telling you.
Proper.
You think somebody will just come and say, oh, okay, you've disciplined me, I should go. The guy said, excuse me.
Discipline where, yeah?
What do you mean?
Yes.
I follow the right channels. You didn't follow the right channels.
Thank
Sister Nenda Kotini. Sasa tuone nani atabaki.
Tuone nani atabaki. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. It's going to be an interesting one. Waiting for a great show today, says Jimmy Munuthi. Thank you so much. Let's see how we'll get those wheels a turning. Good morning, everybody. Plus, and oh, you see now, Evelyn, a cough. Awor. Do you know they've even now? You see, it's not fair.
I know.
Now today, for real, they'll spray me money.
Today
they have to spray me money. I've refused. I've thought I've seen everything.
Not
Today
yet.
now they've put an A.
A before N. A.
I thought I had seen it all. The other day I was called Nyandusi, Nyanduku, Sanduku. Now, yeah.
Okay, now whoever said that needs to now spray you with money.
They must pay me money.
Yes.
In fact, we are short. Can I play something else? We go. If they are not agreed to bring money, I'm not continuing. Dennis, come and sit down here.
No, we are not.
Andu, who is that?
Who's that?
In fact, let me not even answer because it cannot be me that they are referring to.
Okay.
My princess, good morning. They have hinted at extending term limits to 7 years. Ignore this red flag at your own risk. Ignore this red flag at your own risk. Guys, just be very careful about the things that you hear. They may be sounding far-fetched, but don't ever imagine that somebody wouldn't actually step into those waters and try to do something. I am telling you. Actually, I agree with you, my prince. Somebody doesn't just say something without intent. Raimtula Omar says, good morning from London, visiting family. Into this week's headlines, good, especially Monday Standard and Nation. Absolutely, there's some things that you cannot run away from.
True.
Let somebody call you negative. Let somebody call you, I'm always making it. It's okay. If I'm making noise about something that is true.
You know, the beautiful part about it is when we talk about education in the country and how messed up it is. Yesterday we heard from a teacher who actually painted the actual situation. What else do you want? How negative is it when you tell you that what you're pushing is not working?
I don't know what you want to, but we shall continue.
Kuna kubembelezana.
Eh,
Tuliacha.
Wait, Dennis, you know tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
It is.
Kuja pole pole
Lakini
bwana.
sote tunaenda tukiambiana ukweli.
Oh, sawa.
Yeah,
Hata kwa
It will actually,
mapenzi.
it's actually coming from a good place.
Okay.
From a place of love. That I gotta tell you the truth. Even if it hurts you, we will correct that and move forward.
Okay,
Amen?
sawa basi.
Yes.
Tupeleka.
Please ask Saint Valentine a little more proper. That's
Hey,
how we celebrate.
was his head not cut off or something?
Thank you.
Something like that. Anyway.
Yes, here we are giving chocolates.
Okay. Bernard Abieri says, tomorrow is my wife's birthday. Well, how about that? You got to love her double now, haven't you?
Rita.
Please wish her a happy birthday and sing for her on my behalf. Her name is Rita. Well, happy birthday in advance, Rita. And since you will not be here tomorrow, Bernard, this is for Rita. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rita. Happy birthday to you. And, you know, Bernard, don't follow our handle tomorrow. Your wife's birthday plus Valentine. This one is not coming. It's already here. Jennifer Tenney says, good morning, Aseto. Only Aseto. Okay, sawa. Good morning. Okay. Mutatuambia ni nini? Happy Valentine's Day to us. Okay.
Yes.
Ndu, yes. Where's the party? Drop a pin and I'll come with hibiscus on the rocks for us. Now you're talking, my sister. That's why somebody should just be patient and wait. You save the best for last.
I know.
Drop pin. Sasa, how do we normally drop pin in a public arena?
We'll get to the venue and then Jennifer tukupatane pale Sam West. Me and Jennifer know where that is.
People will stop all this in Ayaju, you know. It's not good. I'm just telling you, God is watching you. God is what? He's watching you. Laban. Where Evelyn? I'm glad roses have thorns. You say, good morning, good people. This is Laban. I wish roses didn't have thorns. Ndu, that is what our politics are today. I know. A diamond in the rough is what it's called. Beauty from ashes. It's beautiful, but you have to go through a little bit of a difficult space to then be able to enjoy its beauty. Something so beautiful has thorns surrounding it. Is it worth going to pick it?
It is.
You have to think. I think it is.
I think it is.
That's my favorite flower, by the way. Just
Rose.
to let you know. Yeah.
With a dash of lavender.
Erica War says, good morning, guys. Good morning. And then Leo says, hello, Princess Ndwana Seto. Super Senator and Orengo will show the Gen Z at heart. Fire when the legality of the party leadership is contested in their supposed removal of Sifuna as SG. And I know it's going to be an interesting one. The days ahead will be very interesting. This thing that's supposed to happen this weekend will be a telltale sign of what the ground really feels, guys. And then being able to check the pulse. This is one that is going to be watched for sure. Fiery Red says, good morning. It's Friday. And a happy Valentine's Day Eve to all lovers. Sorry.
Not Evelyn.
Be a lover, not a fighter. Essentially what it says. Make love, not war.
Yeah.
Okay, how much further can we go while it's still, 6:29?
Make love, not war.
Exactly. Husband says, good morning, Team Spice. From Migori, they say, Baba anaye. Ooh, help me. Anaye haribiwa kura hayuko. Wacha kiumane.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Baba, whose vote is being destroyed, is no longer there.
Oh, okay.
Let them fight among themselves.
All right.
Sifuna,
Tibim.
Tibim.
Okay. Right.
Says everything.
Yeah. Happy Happy Valentine's Day, Nduana Seto. This is Rahim Sula Omar. He's tuned in from the UK and says, Ramadan Kareem to Aseto and all Muslims.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Indeed. It's coming in probably depending on when we cite on the 18th, 19th there. This is going to be interesting because it's actually probably going to think about it that we're going into Lent also. So it probably be the first time in a long time that the Islamic calendar and the Christian calendar fall, and a lot of people start doing the 40 days of Lent fasting around the same day, 18th, 19th there. I think 18th is Ash Wednesday, if I'm not. 19th, wait, what's today's date? 14th, 15th, 16th is Monday, 17th, 18th is Ash Wednesday. So anyway, how about that for coincidences? The world keeps turning. Linda Gola says it's Friday. Linda, you seem very excited today. It's okay. And you're even wearing a red dress as you're greeting us. It's good. Hussein Calvin says, good morning. Happy World Radio Day. And we're watching radio these days. Ancestors should see this. I'm telling you that you never thought you would see the day where you would watch radio. And actually, that is the theme for this year. Artificial intelligence and radio. So that's the thing. Those are the things that we're looking at. Let's continue saying a quick good morning to folks this morning. I am Jomo says, good morning from Malava in Kakamega. MJ is greeting us. Kumbe Radio also prepped. We're prepped, Kabisa. Oh, Uliona. Nyakundi Emmanuel says, good morning, Ndu Dennis. I'm a sad man. Why are you sad? Don't be sad. Somebody tried to take him out. No, they handled that real quick. Raphael Kanini says, good morning. And also Rahim Tula Omar, we see you again. Georgia Dimo says, Annette Bundi says, good morning to my workout buddies. Oh, okay. It keeps you angry to keep you in the gym. Apo. Tunalinga iyo kiti wenu sana. Gani hiyo sasa. Joe Monga says, good morning from Washington. Good to have you in the room this morning. Washoga Toto, good morning. And just like that, the week is over. Indeed. Enjoy the weekend. Lily, good morning, Kenyans. We've been taken for fools by the so-called honorable. Henry says, good morning from Kitengela. You're in Kitengela? Let's meet in Kitengela on Sunday. It's going to be big. Elizabeth Jerry says, good morning. Nyamakima is alive. That's for sure. And Ambassador Beja says, good morning from the United Kingdom. Reha says, good morning. Have a wonderful weekend. Hello, our people. Nyamakima anticipating. Love where and why? Love always. Sisi singles, tunafanya nini for Valentine's? Acha, hiyo tutauliza tukiendelea.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, take yourself somewhere. Take yourself somewhere. Definitely, that's what we're asking you to do. This is a Situation Room. It's Kenya's biggest conversation. Thank you for joining us this morning as we get into things. We've said good morning to you. If you're coming into the room later, we have greeted you and loved on you proper. Let's join in and have this conversation together. We'll take a quick break right now. Take a look at what's going on with weather, traffic. Come back and look into the headlines. It's 28 minutes to 7. Good morning.
This is the Situation Room. This is the Situation Room.
Let me tell you, if your enemy is disabled,
Yes.
you can even go to war without a weapon.
Let me tell you.
Saying.
You can go to your enemy's home if they're disabled. You will sit there. You will enter their kitchen.
You'll even tell them to serve you
cook.
food. Yeah.
Yeah? You will serve them and force them to eat
and
have them wash the dishes and walk out.
And you walk out.
That's exactly
I got you.
Yes, I got you like this.
It's interesting because Iyala MP and daughter of the late Raila Odinga said the fight in ODM is not about individual leaders. It is about the soul, virtues and values of ODM. I've said this over and over again. ODM is not an SPV. You know what SPV is?
Tell me.
It's not a disease. It's a special purpose vehicle.
Yes.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Page 2 of the Standard today.
You're back at it.
We're back at it. And I agree. Actually, you know what? I agree. And I'm going to take what Senator Moses Kajwang said. That, you know what? You have to keep hitting the nail on the head until somebody does something. No food. Learners keep off school as drought persists in Turkana. And I said it before. The geographical situation is not your fault.
Yes.
It is not your fault that you're in this region. It's a peninsula, actually. This peninsula part of the continent of Africa is then going to be prone to extreme weather conditions, whether it is, and I guess across geographical areas, you're prone to, but there's some parts of the world where you don't see them so extreme. You will see flooding, you will see drought, and they will be cyclical in nature. It's nobody's fault. That's just what geography does.
However,
okay.
You see, a country like Saudi Arabia that is just a desert today is moving millions and millions of water from the ocean and is processing that to give its people water. That is aside from the fact that whenever it rains, they store that water underground for when there is no water. There is no. I'm just saying, do with that information.
Can I just tell you another just?
Tell me just.
You know, Australia is 87% desert. You know what it takes to grow rice? Rice, you need...
You need a swamp.
Australia is one of the world's largest importers of...
No, there's another just. You know a place called Texas is a desert, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the yellow corn that is sold around the world that is given as US aid? Majority of it comes from where? From Texas. Farmers are found in Texas. Just saying. There is something you can do with the information that you have. The geographical situation is not to be blamed. Shall we move?
Let me take you to page 3,
Yes,
where now,
please.
if you are not okay in the morning now, you will definitely not be okay. Or maybe you'll be okay in this one. Ministry officials, school heads face the sack over 912 million shilling scam. I've been telling you that there's something rotten in the land of Denmark. In the state of Denmark, something is rotting and it is stinking. Go and read Hamlet.
Yeah.
Go and read that Shakespearean play novel. It's been turned into a novel, actually, that you can read. The things that are happening in our world today, and it's not just in Kenya, it is in many countries around the continent, and it is actually, interestingly, in a lot of countries that you think are first world and developed. But something is a rot. When you start to see things like this come to the fore, and the numbers no longer pose a state of chagrin to anyone, the place that is supposed to safeguard the future of the country, it's in the money. Ministry officials, they should face the sack. I keep saying, if they actually do get sacked over this thing, they should be sacked, they should return the money, and they should cool off their heels somewhere where they sleep on the cold floor and eat cabbage. It has emerged that 34 school heads and 28 senior Ministry of Education officials could face sack over the ghost learner scandal that cost taxpayers close to 1 billion shillings in capitation funds.
So we're just 88 million shillings short of 1 billion.
Yeah.
But, Ndu, ministry officials will be sacked. The head teachers will be sacked. The cabinet secretary and the PS must be sacked as well. Because they oversaw, they were in office when all these things happened.
I said they were the ones who were doing it. You
Thank
cannot
you.
tell me otherwise.
So, it is good that they're getting sacked. But Mr. Ogamba, you and your PSs, home.
Come and be going, I beg.
Yes.
If you contributed to an exacerbation of an already bad situation, just thank you. Come and just carry your things.
Just be carrying your things and go. In fact, let me tell you, we will help you go. We will help you go.
And there's actually, in fact, a man of valor is the one who is able to say, you know what, here I am in this situation, and the things that I'm seeing are actually going terribly wrong. I will not continue to propagate this situation. Take your skunk, as John Buddy would say, and go.
Yes.
I'm not doing again. But you stay there and continue to have this mess. Page 4. Ruto's hand in ODM was seen in decisions and money. Okay. ODM members accuse President Ruto of plotting Sifuna's ouster, and a mass exodus from ODM looms following Sifuna's forced eviction. Sifuna's removal from Orange Party halted by a tribunal. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has secured a major reprieve after the political party's disputes tribunal blocked his removal as Orange Democratic Movement Secretary General, throwing the opposition party's leadership crisis into further turmoil. So remember on Justice Thursdays, we have conversations here about different tribunals and how they essentially sort out issues so you don't have to go to court. Well, the Political Parties Dispute Tribunal is one of those, and they've said, hang on. If they've stopped it, there's a cause.
Yes.
They've seen cause to then be able to say something didn't quite go right. So in order for us to uncover this, how about y'all come and let's have a sitting?
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see who goes to this tribunal.
Yes.
On behalf of the people who ousted him.
Yeah.
Very interesting to see.
And one of the things that are being quoted is fact that before you actually send someone out, there has to be an internal mechanism that must be followed.
In the meeting, when you decided to remove him, the person of the SG, according to the party constitution, is supposed to be present in that meeting.
Yes.
So how did that work exactly? We just want to know. It'll be interesting to see what the tribunal does. And we know that they're probably going to work with speed. So let's see that. Kenya Kwanzaa share deal exposed in filing. Of what? Who is talking? Guess what? It is former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Kenya becomes Italy's gateway as African hub opens in Nairobi. Kenya and Italy have taken a major step to deepen bilateral cooperation with the launch of the Med or Italian Foundations for Africa's first overseas office in Nairobi, positioning Kenya as Italy's strategic gateway to the continent.
Well, so they are the ones who constructed the overpass on Langata Road. They're the ones doing the same near Junction.
Okay.
So goes to explain that they're actually making inroads into the country. So
literally,
I would not be surprised.
Okay.
Inroads,
Yeah. MPs are backing a bill seeking to end body detention. That's okay.
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh, right. To that where
Yes.
somebody has died in hospital and then you keep their body
Because
they have unpaid bills.
Yes.
So they're hoping to say that if somebody has died, there's nothing you're doing with the body. You'd rather sign an agreement whereby we say we'll be paying you a little bit something every now and then than keeping the body there.
Do you know what also the MPs should make sure? That shit actually happens.
Oh, okay.
That when you go to hospital and when your person dies, that you're covered, that the body will be released because you have no what? Arrears or bills to pay. Because Shah has covered you.
Yeah,
Just saying.
You're
Yes.
right.
Right?
It's true.
It's no way.
They should actually work on that.
Yeah.
You're right. So
Yeah.
that's what we're looking at today. I'm just also looking at the pages of auctioneers. My goodness, quite a number of people having their property auctioned.
We also have the Pulse.
Yeah. Arrange yourself. The Pulse is in the Standard.
Yes.
So, get yourself a copy of the Standard today. You can also get a copy of the Standard e-paper if you need to and enjoy that. It's an interesting story here on the sports pages of 31. Hearn expects Anthony Joshua to fight again, but no guarantees. Hearn, of course, we know is a matchroom promoter.
Yeah.
And Anthony Joshua, after that ghastly accident that he had around Christmas in Ogun State in Nigeria, where two of his best friends died, and he's at this point not sure if he'll box again. Obviously, one of the modern greats of boxing.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see what he does if he comes back. All right, over to you, Sam.
Yeah, so let's go to the Nairobian, right? So, Nairobian, the Airbnb of death. Yes.
Okay.
Blood-stained towel nails, Wahoo lover. Now, it's a deadly scuffle. Now, from a routine booking to a locked room splattered with blood, prosecutors have pieced together what they describe as a relentless forensic chain: a kitchen knife used to stab Scarlett Wahoo, a white towel drenched in blood, a used condom yielding DNA that matches the accused, and CCTV footage showing a man fleeing apartment before later turning up at hospital wrapped in the same blood-soaked cloth. A trail of evidence, the state says, leaves little room for doubt about what happened inside room Y32. So it's just the prosecution's detail of events of what happened and Scarlett Wahoo's gruesome murder that happened in an apartment Y32 in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question with all these Airbnbs, because if you realize all these apartments that we have are actually not registered on the Airbnb app, So it's just a business that is ongoing. There are moves to try to regulate it so that it's well structured under the Tourism Act and something. But then one would ask the question in terms of when you're checking in somebody, right? The owner of the apartment, what other measures are you putting in place to ensure that when such things happen, you have the details of the person who booked it in? Because most of the time you find someone came, didn't leave an ID, or they have the lady check in with their ID, but when the gentleman walks in, they do not register at the entrance. So it's just a lot is going on.
Too many loopholes.
Yes. Now, big babies. Why more grown-ups are choosing parents' home over renting?
I tell you what? Okay.
40-year-old staying with mom and dad? No? Because I left home when I was 17.
I mean, no.
Okay. Will Nuno's shoot to kill order tempt coastal machete wielding thugs?
Will it? I'm all for human rights. I do. I believe that the rights. Sounds so crazy, but then I can actually say that, except in some cases.
Yeah.
Because the people who are... Did you see those videos?
I saw those videos, yeah.
Of people who are actually wielding these machetes, cutting people up, as though they were,
they don't care.
Prized hog. The shoot to kill order, in that case, that you see somebody who's caused such havoc, don't think twice but take them out. And then I know that the human rights pundits will be out saying, they have a right to fair trial and all of this.
But if they come with wielding a machete to you, at that point they don't think about human rights. They will just cut you, they'll just kill you.
This is my point.
Because there is also a question that is always being asked. So if a thief or a robber comes with a gun to you, what is their intention in having that gun in the first place?
Yeah.
Because a gun is not a toy. If they pull the trigger, you're gone.
Dead.
So at that point, if a police officer has a gun, the other party has a gun, how do you act in such a situation?
Yeah, what negotiation are you having at that point? What are we talking about? Seriously.
Yeah. So,
it's just like, and I mean, I really struggle with this, Dennis.
Yeah.
That when I imagine things like, and I saw the comment, I'm sorry that I didn't read it this morning, when somebody said, we're talking about mental health in children, and so we need to talk about pedophilia in this country and really what's going on. And then I think about it and I say, I think that the deepest pits of fiery hell is what needs to be served somebody who touches a child in that way. And so for me, shoot to kill, castrate. I mean, do whatever you need to do to erase that horror. While I believe in human rights, I think that there's some lines that you cannot cross, and we allow you to keep breathing.
China just passed a rule the other day that a pedophile will actually suffer the same judgment as someone who's a thief, like a corrupt person. So you do that, hakuna negotiations, pop, and you're gone. Unakufa na kinyongo. And then now, SportPesa boss hits back. Politics, privacy, and viral clip. You saw that clip. This gentleman just went under his drawer and removed 10 million shillings. And told a blogger, an influencer, if you have evidence of that clip, post it and I will give you these 10 million shillings. But because I know you do not have, I will take 8 million shillings, put it to my foundation, 2 million shillings, I'll give it to some guys who are going to box, and that's it. But my question is, Ndu, how are you walking in the streets of Nairobi with 10 million shillings in cash?
I normally say, when you open your mouth, you actually expose yourself to some things that you would have then been able to protect if you did what? Shut up. Just keep quiet. Because now we start to judge you properly. You would have even...
the best way that Ronald would have gone through this is, you think this man does not have evidence, right? You accuse him of defamation. Have the man arrested. Take him to court. Let him produce that evidence in court. That is justice served. Brandishing 10 million shillings because you have it.
Then we have to ask you, friend of mine. Now we'll start asking you different questions.
Yeah.
Umepata wapi that you're walking around?
How are you walking around with 10
million shillings in your drawer?
In a country where you can't transact rightfully.
Or is it monopoly
legally
money? It's not really Kenya shillings. You have to ask.
I'm the straightest guy.
Okay.
Who asked? We know you're...
A lion doesn't need to tell us that it's a lion.
Yes. Simba is just Simba.
You can see the question.
Please.
Things getting sticky.
Yeah.
Gotta say. We're getting to the top of the hour, but let me tell you this story about ministry officials and how some people could face a sack.
Okay.
912 million shillings is what we're looking at here. You see those ghost people? I've been telling you people since. It's not possible for somebody to walk into a Jogo house and say, excuse me, hi, I want to have a look at your system today and let me find out if you're ghost workers. No. There are people who are sorting out the system and they happen to be ministry officials. They're having a conversation with somebody. Those people are school heads. I've been saying it. So even all this long investigation that Migos and his people were doing all this time, they knew the answer. Wasting our time and resources to go and look for the person who is sitting next to you. Stop it. Watch a kutubeba.
Oh, Fowler.
Thanks. The revelations following the release of a nationwide learner verification report that exposed massive irregularities in enrollment data across public schools. According to CS Julius Ogamba, inflated student numbers and failure to update the status of some institutions led to an estimated 912 million shillings being dispersed to non-existent learners and schools. Okay. Similarly, 14 school heads may face disciplinary action for failing to submit data for verification, while 20 are said to have inflated student enrollment numbers. Any deliberate falsification, inflation, or misinterpretation of enrollment data constitutes gross misconduct and a breach of public trust. Really. Where culpability is established, action will include sacking and recovery of funds irregularly obtained, the CS said yesterday. The findings have been forwarded to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to determine if legal charges can be preferred against individuals found to have manipulated data for financial gain. To prevent further loss of public funds, all unverified learners have been suspended from resource allocation. What? That doesn't even make sense. How do you suspend somebody from resource allocation that doesn't exist?
How do you? Yeah, exactly. They don't exist. All
They're
you do
ghosts.
is you just remove them from the system.
Yeah. And you can see the money trail. You can see where that money went. So let's look at some of those numbers on that table. School population before and after verification. Primary school enrollment in NEMIS, 5,833,175. Verified enrollment, 4,947,271. There was a variance of 885,904. What?
Yep.
You have almost 1 million ghost learners. You don't even know where they're from. Did they die? Did they never exist? Junior school, 2,430,398. The verified enrollment was 2,973,648. There was a positive variance of 543,250. I have to ask a question about that, because in this case here you're saying that we have a lower number of enrollment numbers against a higher number of actual enrolled. So how did you mess that one up? Secondary school, 3,352,884 is the enrollment in NEMIS. The verified enrollment is 3,265,154. And so you have a variance of 87,732. So what you're looking at is the variance at the top and at the bottom. And if you want to multiply that by the amount of, especially now junior school and secondary school, the amount of capitation that is sent.
Yeah.
Just looking at these numbers, then CS, it is impossible for you to then tell us that you do not know the number in terms of shillings that you apply to these children from primary school to university.
True.
You can't tell us that. And if you do, then somebody missed out on their rote learning. 912 million shillings, I hazard a guess that it's probably more than that in terms of the money that has been lost and taken over time. The truth of the matter is that people falsify records and money is applied to those records and somebody goes laughing all the way to the bank. It has been happening. You know who it is. Stop taking us for a ride. Name them. Investigate them. Prosecute them. Get your money back and apply it where it needs to be applied. Don't take us through this dog and pony show over and over again. Just quickly do it, get it done, and wipe the shame off your face.
And you see, even as we do all this, and one would ask the question that what is the ministry doing to ensure that this does not repeat itself? Because when you're going to register your child, what are some of the documents that you need? Birth certificate, parents' ID, and all these things. Are we uploading these things to the system to back any other information that you have against a child?
You have to ask. Good morning, 7 a.m.
Spice mess up your life. This is the Situation Room, the only way